Mr. Foster. My name's Quinn. John Quinn. Detective John Quinn. Would you like a glass of water? Or maybe use the bio break. There's a little tree over there. I promise I won't peek.
No, I'm good.
All right, okay. Well, before we get going, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been a homicide detective for over 30 years, and I've seen a lot of not so nice things. They call me the Conductor. Why? Because the way I make people sing. I've been honored, celebrated, revered internationally. Universities have created courses after my interrogation technique, so please, don't give me some song and dance. You know why? Because it's going to waste both our breath, and my feet are killing me.
Hey, shouldn't I have a lawyer?
No! That's why I like to do these things in the park, you know. You know, other detectives, they like, uncomfortable rooms, dark rooms, intimidating rooms like blood spatters all over the wall. Well, you'd be surprised how many rats I've made squawk and birds I've made squeak. Besides, we're just two men talking, eh? Couple of guys riffing it. All right?
I guess, yeah.
Excellent. Now, tell me, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a used car salesman. Well, we call them refurbished dream machines.
Noble profession. Couldn't handle it myself. Takes a special breed. You know what? On my first day, I actually bought and sold 3 used cars to myself. Well, manager wasn't singing me any accolades that day.
Well, I mean, it pays the bills.
And then some.
Well, you got to believe in the product.
Yes. Well, you're probably why I had you brought down to the park on this cloudy day with chances of rain, about 12 noon.
Yeah, my wife.
Yes, and her disappearance. Do you have an idea where she might have gone?
No, when I got home, she just, wasn't there,
Is that unusual?
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about your wife, please, if you don't mind.
Well, she was very active in the community, and she was very high up at the law firm she was at.
I've noticed that you said was twice. You know what? Why are you referring to your wife in the past tense?
Oh, I meant to say is, and, it works,
No worries. Happens to me all the time. Continue.
Well, our relationship is kind of getting stale recently. She doesn't really understand me, not like Julia.
Who's Julia?
Well, she's my assistant. We've been hanging out together, professionally and socially,
Always good to have a healthy balance between the two, I say.
She's just so amazing,
She must be quite a note taker.
And the most beautiful soul I've ever met in my life.
Yes, well, enough about her for now. Let's get back to your domestic problems at hand. I notice here in the file that before your wife disappeared, you took out 11 policies in her name, totaling $23.5 million. Well, that's just good timing, I say. It's always good to have a healthy balance between the two. You never know what's going to happen. And these stocks, well, crooked as they come, you must be making it huge.
I do pretty well, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't bring you down here for a discussion about financial planning. Let's get back to the matter at hand, your wife. Does she have any friends? Or people that was more than just friends?
No, she was very introverted, never liked to go out at all.
I think you meant to say is and likes. Do you see, Bill, that's the third time now you referred to your wife in the past tense. There's this old saying in police work. First time, confusion. Second time, confession. And third time, credible deniability. That's a good one. Anywho, you were telling me how your wife wasn't so social, which surprises me because you know what? I think just by talking to you a couple of days, you'd be the life of the party, Bill.
My wife never liked the party, not like Julia. We went out to this karaoke bar the other night, and the song Just the Two of Us?
Are you kidding me? I played in the Grover Washington band for many years.
Oh, well, we just sang each other that song that night, never breaking eye contact. It was like we fell in love right there that night.
I really wish I knew what love was, or is. Anyways, doesn't matter. I didn't bring you down here to talk about platonic work associates or amateur verticals. I notice here in the file that you've been married 3 times before, all deceased. Now, if you don't mind me asking, they all pass of natural causes?
Yeah, of course.
It's right here. First one, ballooning accident, never to be seen again. Second one, fell off a cliff onto a bunch of upright knives. Third one, decapitation by way of stop sign. And I gotta tell you, doesn't sound like natural causes to me.
Oh, I thought you meant like, if they died outside in nature.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
I knew it. You know what? You don't be in police work for 20 years and ask questions. You come off being embarrassing or look stupid. Anyways, hyperbole speaking.
Hypo what?
Hyperbole.
Hypo what?
What?
You mean hypothetically?
Hypothetically, what you said, yes.
Yeah.
Whatever you said speaking.
Yeah.
What if something happened to your wife and somebody harmed her? I mean, what should happen to that person?
Well, I should be arrested and, put in a holding cell. And then, if the guy did pretty well for himself in his life, he probably could afford bail. And then, he'll be at home while they're collecting evidence. And if they prosecute, then he'll go to jail. But you know what? I don't care what the crime. I don't believe, any crime should be more than 5 years in jail. I mean, that's taxpayer money.
Exactly. You know what? They don't put a kindergarten kid in a corner for 5 years because he's done something wrong. This system, man, I take a flamethrower to it. Burn the whole thing to the ground. Some bodies just need to stay buried, Bill. You said you were home alone when your wife disappeared?
Oh, yeah.
Anyone back you up on that?
No, not a soul, actually.
Oh, that's okay. No worries. This is a little unfortunate, though. We have your cell phone records. And a couple days ago, before your wife disappeared, we hit off a tower right down at the edge of town. Right down by Quantrill's Chevels Forest at 3 a.m. Now, Bill, what were you doing down there at that time of night or morning, depending how you want to look at it, down at that remote location?
Well, I was there, for work.
Son of a... You're selling used cars down at that remotely area town at that time of night or morning, depending how you want to look at it? Well, you got to be quite a workhorse, Bill. You got to be raking it in.
Yeah, I do. I do well.
Walmart receipt from the other night. Shovel, sulfuric acid, lime, a barrel, and bleach. Lots and lots and lots of bleach, Bill.
Well, yeah, it was part of our, our Buicks and bleach special,
Of course. How did that jingle go? I think I heard it on the radio.
Well, it's like, Buicks and bleach, and then bleach and Buicks, and then everyone's dancing around the Buicks and throwing bleach at each other,
Very catchy. You know what's going to be in my head for a month? You crafty so-and-so. Those scratches on your face.
Shaving.
Internet searches 2 weeks before your wife disappeared. Countries without extradition treaties.
Oh, yeah, I'm planning a vacation. I don't want to be, down south and happen to be, rooming next to a guy that's embezzling money from his company and then have the FBI drag him in front of his crying family while I'm trying to drink a margarita,
Of course. Of course. You know what? I hate to be coming back to your business affairs, but is selling your cars, is that your only gig, or do you have another side hustle going on here?
Well, now that you mention it, I am in on the ground floor of a revolutionary healthcare company. We're taking the world by storm with pills and creams and suppositories and everything like that.
Brilliant! You know what? It's always so easy when someone comes up with it first. Yeah, I gotta tell you, Bill, your life is turning out like a pocket full of aces. I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I was a little bit, teeny bit, insanely jealous.
Well, we are looking for driven, motivated people to sell for us,
Go on.
Well, you're not salaried per se, but where the real money is the more people you hire to sell for us, you get a percentage of their commission. So, if you hire 5 or 6 people to work for you, you're on easy street, my friend.
Awesome sauce. You know what? I know a lot of unemployed people. My brother-in-law, for one. I'd make him do it.
Well, it's like 18 grand. Do you have a check on you? Or?
Who do I make it out to?
It's Bill and Julia Foster.
I don't have a pen, but you know what? Take my word for it.
All right. Bill and Julia Foster.
Julia, your wife has the same name as your assistant?
Well, it's a funny story, actually. When Julia went missing, Jules, they were our best friends. I don't know if that's in the file or not, but, we felt so depressed and sad that we thought, getting hitched might take the sting out, the 25.5 mil don't hurt either, though, eh? Well, you know what? It's been a blast, but I got to hit it. These products won't sell themselves,
You know what? Sorry I kept you so long, Bill.
Yeah.
And don't hold it against me at the corporate event.
Well, welcome to the exciting world of triangular marketing, my friend.
I'm glad I met you, Bill. I really am. You know what? And you know what? Don't worry about your wife. I'm sure she'll turn up. Oh, what do I mean that? I mean your old one. The new one, well, keep away from natural settings outside in nature. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm going to send you all of our literature, or well, we call it scripture, when I get back from our honeymoon. We're going to Spain.
Mamacita, baby. Oh. Nigel, John, pack up the apartment. We're moving on up. Liquidate everything. Sell the T-bonds. I wonder who I give my resignation papers to. Huh? Pension? Well, yeah, well, that's going to be in about 4 months, but that's going to be nothing compared to the holy grail of cash we're going to be raking in. Later. I'm moving on up to the east side in a great big apartment in the sky. I'm moving on up to the east side. I'm glad I have a piece of the pie.